The FA investigating Newcastle United over claims that they replaced their managerial staff with AI, Eddie Howe, and also Mr. Backpage himself, Jason Tindall. But Newcastle have found their manager to turn to, and it's going to be big Sammy Allardyce. In the last episode, he steadied the ship, but couldn't prevent us from being relegated. He took us down to the Championship, where he rebuilt the side with youth players, and of course, took us all the way to the playoff final, where De Jong, our captain, sent us back to the Premier League, where we belong. And in part 2 of the rebuild today, he will complete his mission and he will take Newcastle back to the very pinnacle of football, whilst winning as many trophies as he possibly can on the way. Now, if you have been enjoying this rebuild, make sure that you drop yourself a like. If you're new around these parts, get yourself subbed. And let's get right into it. Let's have a look at the team at the start of Season 5. Now, as you'll remember from the last episode, we are still £167 million in debt. So this is going to be the team that we're rocking with for the rest of this season. Of course, Maya been incredible last season. We had a little bit of trouble with our striker position. So we've brought in Cummins here. I don't know if he was out on loan or we've signed him up at the end of last season, but he's definitely looking like the better out of our 3 strikers at the moment. Andrews on the right hand side, great pace. Great passing, shooting, looking a little bit dodge, but you know what, he'll swing balls in. Baird going to be on the right hand side with him as well. Absolutely great pace, great tackling, great defending for a right back. Just what you want to see. One of my favourite players from last season, Wheeler, our centre back, is just an absolute tank. Reminds me of a Ledley King type if he could actually run. Miley, one of the last remaining original Newcastle players. He probably won't be staying around for a lot longer. He's worth a couple of mil. He'll be out the door. But one player who will be staying, our El Capitano. Destroyer in the centre defence and midfield. Looks like a Roman emperor. Proper leader, proper boy. You can go for a beer with him after the game and everything. O'Leary, our left-sided centre-back. Pretty decent. He's just a bit solid. He's nothing flashy, but he'll get the job done for you. Peter's the next player up then, and again, a really, really solid, not flashy, left back. Reminds me of Gary Neville if he played left back. Probably Phil Neville, but a little bit better. He's crossing, absolutely incredible, but just an all-round absolute boy. And then we come on to the little jewel in our crown here. Wilkinson's sword, absolute geezer that's sharper than Peter Kay's wit. Scored a banger of a Travella in the last episode. And he plays off the field like he does on the field, like a badger's toenail. Filthy. And then we get to this geezer, the boy in between the sticks, standing at a tall 6'6". Catch him downtown on Saturday night trolling for chicks. It's Baka. Hands down, one of the best goalkeepers that I've ever used in this bloody game. And at the start of this episode, you'll see here that Sunderland won him. And after the comments that I was receiving, the geezer is going nowhere. I'm never fucking leaving! I'm never fucking leaving! Enough chatting shit then about who's potentially coming or going, because it's our first day back in the Premier League, and it's only Chelsea that we've got to play first. What a baptism of fire it is for the Nuki boys back in the big time. But lads, if this is the first time you've seen one of my rebuilds, what we do, we play a bag of highlights, and then when we get to the big games towards the end of each season, we go and play them live. Now, in the first couple of minutes of these games here, Baka holding steady, a few good chances from Chelsea, but they do eventually wear us down, get themselves a goal, pass it around towards the end, and Fabinho go and nods in the winner. Terrible start to our first season back in the Premier League, but Chelsea are always going to be up there, always going to be causing us problems. Moya looking to pick up from where he left off last season. Fantastic opportunity and a big save from the Fulham goalkeeper there. Miley, you just need to be smashing them in the top bins, son. They work the ball very well here over to Traore, and he gets himself a goal. But of course, if you set this man through on goal, there's not many defenders in the world game that will be able to keep up with him. Moya goes and sticks it in the onion bag, and it gets us our first Premier League point of the season. Next game up against Everton then. 2 absolutely outstanding stops from the big backs in goal. And I'm telling you right now, he doesn't just use them big strong wrists off the pitch, he uses them on the pitch as well. Fantastic little dummy there from Bairdy, and he gets absolutely taken out by David here. 100,000,000%. That is a red card every single day of the week. But he's only gone and bottled it, gives him a yellow card, and he stays on the pitch. Peters picking the ball up here, dinks the ball into midfield. Andrews touches it down a little bit around the corner to Bairdy. He's clean through, one-on-one, and he's absolutely lamb-shank wanky danked it. He tries a wild power shot from the angle, but almost goes out for a bloody throw-in. Wilkinson, though, brings the ball down here, drives into the box, and just flashes one past the goalkeeper, straight into the back of the net, and it's Wilkinson's sword again. Producing when we need him the most. And then to wrap it all up, Baxter goes and ghosts himself into the box and secures all 3 points. Sheffield United, our next opponents up in the league then. Peter swings the ball in here. Marley touches the ball down. And Wilkinson, I've never seen someone further offside actually think they've scored a goal. Ridiculous from that boy. But as Sheffield United come forward here, they go and get themselves one, but they go and get themselves a second as well. You might as well stick that new t-shirt that you got from Primark, because this was a proper whitewash. Trip down to the capital, down at the Emirates then. We are playing the Gooners. Lovely little bit of a 1-2 play here with Moya, and he takes it early, catches Royer, napping. Moya said to him, let's dance, but he was nothing more than a mannequin in that goal. Are we on then for a famous little victory at the Emirates? Well, Baka keeping us ahead in this game, but the passing of Arsenal was just a little bit too much. A fantastic little 1-2, gives the ball to De Ketelaere, and he sticks it in. We finish with a draw, and that brings in the close of the season. Now, no one on the top goal scorers list, and no one on the assists either. We've had an absolutely shocking season for our players here, and we've only just about scraped through to safety. But to be fair, with the team that we've got, the team that we were rocking, that's an half-decent performance. But let's usher in season number 6. As we roll into season number 6, then we are saying goodbye to another one of our big boys. It's going to be Baxter that's going to be leaving the club out to Basel for 4.75 million. And this is the team. Not much of a change, but a few players that are coming into filling for Baxter. And one of those being Tucker, a decent left midfield player. He's definitely going to be a rotational player for the rest of this season. And also, McLeod has come out of absolutely nowhere. Now higher rated than O'Leary, so he's going to be stepping into the first team as well, alongside Wheeler. And also to ship out a little bit more of our Deadwood, we've got Hoggy here, agreeing a price of £12 million for him. That's absolutely stonking bit of business from Big Sam as we go into our next season. First game up against Sheffield United, who seem to be a bit of a bogey team for us. They find themselves going 1-0 up in this game. Cummins drives into the box with a fantastic stop from their goalkeeper, but they play it very well here. Baka with the first save, but it's the second one bundled into the back of the net, and we leave Bramall Lane without 3 points, and one of our players as well. Bairdy staying in Sheffield, and also Lewis Miley finds his way over to Belgium with Genk as well. Now, in the league again this season, it's just going to be Operation Stay in the bloody competition. And teams like Liverpool are just going to be a bit out of our league at this point in this career mode. Dirty little 1-0 from Liverpool means that we are still winless in this Premier League season. But Cummins sliding one into the back of the net, straight past the Southampton goalkeeper. He can't make it too, and this is what I mean with Cummins. He's absolutely fantastic. 1 second, and they're missing more chances than a Pope in a playground the next. Like here, fantastic move from Mayer. Lays the ball on a silver platter for Cummins, and he still can't convert. And that is just what we need to go into this match here against Man City. Now, I'm playing around with formations, playing around with a few different players, and this lad Butler has come to my attention. Fantastic little touch, and almost beating the Man City keeper in the first couple of minutes here. Bakke collects the ball fantastically here, gets it down in his feet, and he's trying to show Pep what he's got in his locker, potentially looking for a move himself. But the ball finds its way to Wilkinson, who finds our Baird replacement, Moya, who swings it into the other Moya. And we've only gone and snatched the first goal of this game. Moya rising like Jesus on a Sunday and sticking us into the lead. As Butler comes forward, another smart save from their goalkeeper. We play it to the edge of the box where Butler's going to have another crack. And I tell you what, he's definitely playing his way into this team. Peaky now going to pick up the ball and drive inside. Gives the ball into Cummins. Cummins into Butler, who sees the overlap of Moya. And he's through on goal again and sticks it into the top left banjo. I'm telling you right now, this guy's got an eye for goal that'll make a Cyclops jealous. And that means we leave the Etihad with all 3 points. Now, with our weak start to the season, it seems like we're starting to pick up. But we are going to need our goalkeeper to bail us out of many situations. Andrews going for a power shot here. Almost catching the goalkeeper out at his front post. Another immaculate start from back here, and Spurs think they've gone 1-0 up. But it is called offside. But eventually they wear us down. Ball into the box isn't dealt with. And that time Bakker is not getting anywhere near it. But in previous seasons we probably would have just laid down and died at this point. But not this team, not this year. And this is the reason that we're staying in this division. Moya picks the ball up, gives the ball into Bakker. And on his weak foot, swings that one into the back of the net as it kisses itself off the crossbar. Now, legend has it that Bakker actually met his wife at a swingers party. He said, "Love, you should be home watching the kids." As we find ourselves in the dying embers of the game here, Andrews has an effort that's saved by the goalkeeper. And it's smashed across the box, and both of them just jump over the ball. We could have sealed all 3 points there. Next match up in the league, we find ourselves against West Ham United. And they just show too much class in this one. 2 fantastic goals, well worked on the edge of the box. And things just going from bad to worse. We get one of our players out of the door, and also Yoris Moya has only gone and submitted a transfer request as well, which means he will be leaving very, very soon. And this is the kind of stuff that we're going to miss. The power, the pace, the precision of his finishing gives us a win against Burnley. As our next match is up against our foe, it's Aston Villa. Now, I don't think we've beaten this team yet, and these are the lads who sent us down in the last episode. Cummins is going to swing the ball into Wilkinson, who drags us back level in this game, but it's always going to be a bit of a hairy, scary one towards the end. We pick the ball up here, give the ball into Andrews, and Andrews is off like a prom dress, off like knickers on Freshers Week, and you know what happens when this man is one-on-one. It's going to be death. It's going to be taxis, and it's going to be Andrews finishing 1-on-1. Fantastic little finish here, and I just had to stick this one in. How do you deal with the most informed winger in the league? Well, you just stick Peters on him, of course. Next up in the league, then, we're at Filbert's Way against Leicester. Fantastic run and effort from Maya, but a fantastic stop as well to keep him out. Bakker doing Bakker things again. But a little corner routine here. De Silva, one of our new Brazilian youth academy players, gets a bit over the top. Goes and sticks in studs on that geezer, and he's just dropped him. Penalty. Gets sent the wrong way, and again we are finding ourselves 1-0 down in this game. Now, Shaw, another player who's just been promoted, very decent looking youth player there, and a fantastic effort that gets stopped. But Wheeler again stepping up when we most need him, which secures ourselves another 16th place finish. But this time, as you look down to 19th place there, you'll see a familiar face. It's Andrews. He's starting to really chip in with a decent amount of goals. And we've also got Andrews on the assist table as well. Unbelievable season from that man specifically. And Bakker also chipping in with a few more clean sheets. Now we are at the start of Season 7, and it's a very, very sad day for Big Sam, because it's our left winger, Moya, leaving the club after his transfer request. We couldn't keep hold of him. But it's not just him leaving. We're going balls to the wall this season. Bakker leaving the club for 25 million. Wheeler leaving for 32. Bauer leaving for 8. McLeod leaving for 5 million. And then Peters leaving for a whopping 65. Which means that we have finally hit our target, and we've got £1 million to spend in this transfer window. And we're just going to have a quick look to see how our boys have been getting on since they've left the club. A few players have increased already, and a few players like Peters and Wheeler have only just left, and they've almost like doubled in price. Madness. Now, in future seasons, when we've got a couple more quid to spend, we're definitely going to be splashing out for some of them boys, bringing them back into the club. But this is the team that we're going with for the rest of this season. Now, the back line looks a little bit different. Bakker, De Jong, and also Wilkinson in there as well. But again, Butler coming into the first team now. Replacement for Maya. These lads have got to dig in until we can get some reinforcements in January. But it's not all doom and gloom for this Newcastle side. We've still got players who we're going to be able to celebrate. Backup being one of those, driving forward from the midfield now and just slicing one just past the post here. But again, it's always these games against the bigger opponents that separates the men from the boys. Dembele coming forward here, slicing the ball into the middle, and I think it was Briand sticks it into the back of the net. Kane just getting a touch on that one, but only being able to push it into the top corner. As the pressure mounts towards the end of the game here, again, lovely little bit of play on the edge of the box, and they've basically activated auto goal. The ball gets slipped through to Kamara here. Kamara into Saka. Saka little 1-2 with two of many and the goalkeeper, and it is game done. Done, dusted, finito. Good night, Irene. Saka wheels away to celebrate all 3 points. Now, I talked about trying to bring in some reinforcements, but no one wanted to sign. Todd Wilson saying absolutely no thank you. Shackleton walking out of the building. Adiyama looks absolutely dead behind the eyes as Big Sam tells him we'll pay him in kebabs at the end of the week. Even Charlie Musonda, the ex-Chelsea boy, hasn't been seen in the wild for about 4.3 billion years. Still doesn't want anything to do with the Toon. The only player that we could bring in was Cornelius on a free, just to shore up that back line a little bit more. And after another transfer window where we bring in absolutely 0 players, it's going to be another tough second half of the season for us to just stay in this division. But the boys are starting to grow now. We're starting to stick it on teams, and this is exactly what I want to see. Players not just fighting to keep us in the league, but fighting for their position on the pitch. Step forward, Cummins. Dishing up the coldest chips you've ever seen. Call him Jamie Oliver. He just caresses it over the head of the goalkeeper, who looks up into the sky and realises his new name's going to be Bungalow because he's got nothing upstairs. Next up then, the boys are at the Theatre of Dreams. It's Man United. Marcus Rashford sneaking through the conservatory and sticks them 1-0 up in this game. But look at Andrews. He's maturing like a fine wine and he's through on goal again, and you ain't stopping him. Back of the net stuff. And he goes to the supporters and he says, you're a mug, you're a mug. I've shagged your mom and I've had your nan as well. Kane doing what he can in goal, bless him. And tell you what, as a backer replacement, he ain't been too bad. A little chance towards the end here. Backer goes through, ball to the back stick where Butler just has his effort smothered on. Andrews coming forward the last couple of minutes here. He's just going to swing one to the back sticker where Wilkinson is waiting again. But it's another big save from their goalkeeper, and we come away with just a point. Fantastic result against Manchester United there. And of course, in this one, we just get absolutely run through. Like that time I ate a fish pie from Tesco. I'm telling you, it come out like rusty water. Definitely a 6-pointer drop there. But it's time that we get on the phone to the cavalry, get the hotline blinging out, because we're bringing on some big boys. Louis Sibley coming in on a free, and we've come back in. Big Shackleton signing on the dotted line. Also, Timothy Fonsu, mate, who remembers this geezer at Man United? He had an absolute shocking career there, but I tell you what, he's going to be mustard for us. Kane Wilson and Callum Styles as well coming in, and we get rid of Felix Cummins because I've wanted this geezer for so long. I played with him at the very start of FIFA 23. It is Simo coming in. The Destroyer is back on the channel. And I tell you what, him and Andrews striking up a partnership. The league's not going to know what to do with them. And of course, this man couldn't stay out of the team for too long, could he? Maya is back at the club. I know we put a transfer request in. I know we've only just sold him, but he needed to get back to us. Now, the team's looking rough and ready as we go into the second half of this season. And I'm telling you what, I'm thinking cut run. A little backdoor jobby into Europe would be absolutely tasty. And we've got Luton Town here up first. This new look side of Maya just picking up where he left off, driving at people, causing problems, swinging the ball into the back stick where Andrews catches it sweeter than a mother's kiss at bedtime. tucks it into the back of the net. We're not even going to talk about this. It's a little bit of a mistake. It doesn't matter. De Jong, it's fine, son. But look at this. Andrews getting the ball over here, sticking it into the box where Simo is just going to absolutely cream it on his head. The geezer has got better head stats than your nan when she doesn't even bother putting her teeth in, you know what I'm saying? Cracking little result there, and we march on in the FA Cup. As we say goodbye to another player here, Patrick Bakker. Never even used him, don't even know who he is. Look at where we are in the table though, 16 points. We're well adrift, but by bringing these players in, hopefully, the sim games will be a little bit more kind to us now. But we're carrying on in the FA Cup. The next team we come up against is Watford. Simo just slinging the ball past the post there. But look at this. I love having a centre forward who you can sling the ball into. We're just going to hold it up, bring other players into the game like Andrew, who slings it back into Simo. And again, gets it on that afro, gets it into the back of the net. Maya causing problems this time, so the ball comes out to Wilkinson. And I'm sorry, the littlest geezer on the pitch has just done that against Watford. Sends us through to the next round as we come back into league football again. Fantastic save here. This literally is not connected to any other highlight, but I'm just like, Kane, you are Bakker 2.0. Lovely save gets us the draw in this one. Now, speaking of saves, how many saves is Cammersdale going to pull off in this one? FA Cup quarter-final this time against Arsenal, and we're absolutely going hell for leather for it. Sibley coming forward now, slinging the ball just over the top, and it goes all the way through to a penalty shootout. Rodrigo sends Kane the wrong way. It's going to be De Jong to step up and sticks it into the top banjo. Havertz is going to have an effort. Saved by Kane. It's Tucker up next, who's going to tuck it into the top corner, but it's a fantastic save from Cammersdale. Salvio sticks it away, along with Miller as well, licking it into the bottom corner. Savic coming up next, sending Kane to the shops. Wilson steps up and buries, but Sevachuk goes and does exactly the same in the opposite corner. Lee steps up next and smacks it into the top banjo there. Hakimi tries to go down the middle, but Kane calls his bluff, and it's Jarvis to step up to send us through to the semis. And he's only just gone and dinked it into the opposite corner. Cammersdale goes to his knees, and he flies off to celebrate a bit. Whoa, mate. Remember, he's an old bloke, man. You've just broke his back. Relax yourself, you big boy. Next up in the league, then, it's going to be Wolves. Maya going to send this to the back stick where we find Andrews, but it's smothered by the Wolves goalkeeper. We fail to clear the ball here, and a lovely little save for the fingertips over the bar from Kane. Now from the corner, they're going to try and play it short. It's absolutely disastrous from Wolves, as Miller now finds himself one-on-one with the central defenders, and he's got the pace. He goes round the houses, and he's just going to roll it underneath them. And that, of course, means that we walk away with all 3 points. A massive 3 points against Wolves to keep us alive in the league. But I tell you what, I know we've got all of our concentration on the league, but we've definitely got a little bit of a side eye on the FA Cup as we get to the semi-finals against Man City. A massive chance for us to go through to our first FA Cup final in this rebuild so far. Now Andrews is coming down the line here, dinks the ball into Wilkinson, and just touched over the top by Trafford as Haaland comes forward here. But look, I thought we were going to miss the power of Wheeler at the back, but maybe we've got a replacement with Jarvis. Andrews just raping one over the bar there, but we're trading blow for blow with Man City. But of course, the class of them in the 95th minute in extra time, they go ahead and get themselves a winner. Or is it a winner? As Todd Wilson brings the ball out here, gives the ball into Butler, the forgotten winger, after Mayer comes back through. Can he seal it for us? Can he take us all the way to Penos? Of course he does, and he gives it to Shearer again. The last time that we saw that, it was Bakker, and he's just bringing back the memes of that last-minute goal against Sunderland. Takes us all the way through to penalties. De Jong missing the first one. Haaland also missing with a big save there. Miller sticking his away. McAllister, who's moved to Man City, smacking the ball into the top binzer. Kane Wilson again fantastic penalty taker. Ahmed, one of their regens who's absolutely incredible, sends our player the wrong way. Foden next up. Kane, surely you could have stuck a glove out there and kept it out. It's going to be Jarvis to step up, but Melier is equal to it, which means Couto, all he has to do is stick it into the back of the net. He sends us crashing out of the FA Cup at the semi-finals. Absolutely devastating, but that does mean that all of our attention turns to staying in the Premier League. Now, some of these sim games have been very, very kind to us recently. A very good win streak has saw us climb towards the edge of that relegation zone, but it does mean that we need some absolutely fantastic performances in these live games, as Andrews goes clean through, off like knickers on Freshers Week, sticks it into the back of the net with a lovely little Trivella finish. You know we're still trying the corner trick as Tucker pings one from the edge of the box, but it's a lovely little save from the goalkeeper. Ball into the box. It's another incredible stop as he pushes it onto the bar, but Baka picking the pocket of the centre-back there. He's got his phone, his keys, his virginity, and he's also snatched all 3 points in this one, and that is a massive 3 points in our fight for safety. As we come to the last game of Season 7, it's a beautiful little through ball given through to Simo, who just takes it on the swivel, sticks it into the back of the onion bag, and Big Sam goes over and gives it the old next Tuesday, April Fool's Day, and the biggest fool in London, and that's you, Moise. As we look at the Premier League table here, quite a respectable little finish as well. We did secure it on the last day, but all the results went our way. Haaland, of course, getting himself the golden boot there. None of our players on the scoring list whatsoever. Assist-wise, we've got Andrews and Butler doing pretty decent numbers again. And Kane getting himself 7 clean sheets. What a season for that man. As we go into season number 8. Now, this is what you wanted to see the whole time. 134 mil for this man to play with. And he's going back in his little black book and he's saying, who did I sell in the last couple of seasons? Baird and Kepa come in for some decent cheap options, but this is our Buster Bank signing. Cole Palmer coming in for 14 million, and he's also followed in by the man I've missed so much. I know I said Jarvis had done a decent job, but Wheeler coming back to the club where we made him. And we've also put in a little bid for Donny van der Beek, 12 million, for someone who 5 years ago could have been lifting the Champions League trophy if it weren't for that dirty little Spuddington. Now, this is the team that we're going to be rocking with. It is looking pretty tasty now. Definitely a team who can be challenging, if not for the Europa League spots, definitely a Champions League and maybe even a little domestic trophy down us as well. Now, first up, we're going to be against the Claret and Blues. We're back at Turf Moor where we love to bloody play. And I tell you what, with this team now, we should be definitely turning over teams like Burnley every single day of the week. Wheeler with a little bit of a no-look tackle there. Simo coming forward outside of the boot shot, but it just clips itself off the bar. But of course, it had to be our Buster Bank signing this season. Cole Palmer coming through with his first goal of many as well. And he just slings one up to Simo, who genuinely is one of the best headerers of a ball I've ever played with in this game. He is absolutely naughty, so strong, and the geezer can just rise like a salmon in any situation. Now, games like this against Man City this season are really going to show us what kind of cojones that we have. And of course, it's the man with probably the biggest cojones in the team. Wheeler sticks us 1-0 up in this game. Now, it was always going to be danger with Erling Haaland leading the line for Man City. But oh my God, Kepa has had an absolute stunner in this one. 2 fantastic one-on-one saves. And even when he does break the back line, we've got Timothy Fotsu-Mensah, who just absolutely goes and breaks his legs. But we couldn't injure him enough. And even though he's got absolutely 0 stamina, it's the quality of Erling Haaland that you have to be worried about. And he just sticks it right into that top binzer. And he does snatch Man City a point in this one. Tottenham Hotspur next up at the St James's Park here. Now, Wheeler picks the ball up and he gives it the old, shall I do him? I fancy it, but he'll give me a right bollocking, won't he? But yeah, I do fancy it. Big time. Runs the length of the pitch. And then Simo. I don't know. Simo, how on earth have you claimed that one? When you see the replay in just a second, he barely even comes off your geezer. But look at this. He picks the ball up and he just goes absolutely coast to coast. Does Phillips on the inside. And I tell you what, it would have just made it so much better if he actually had been able to finish it off. But Phillips, that's definitely an own goal, isn't it? Not just content with the one little run in this game, though. Wheeler picks the ball up again. This time goes for an absolute power shot. I would have absolutely creamed me jeans if that went in. January came and went, then we only had a few P's left in our piggy bank. Just enough for a little central defensive midfielder so we could stick De Jong into the centre-back role. It's Lucas Torreira coming in for a cool little 15 milli. What a bargain. Now, as we step into the second half of the season, we've got a few decent teams that are still left in the FA Cup. One being Manchester United. And we go 1-0 down, but Cole Palmer comes back with a fantastic top-binner effort. Styles doing his best shitting in a Paul impression because it's a little floater all the way up to the back stick where Andrews swigs the ball into Cole Palmer. A double effort. But it's a big save from the goalkeeper once again. Speaking of big saves though, Kepa again this season has been absolutely outstanding. As we come forward the last couple of minutes here, Tucker over to Shackleton. Shackleton absolutely shiggity shanking one just past the post. And then it's the reverse of the last chance. This time it's Shackleton. He's going to swing it to the far stick, finding Tucker. And Tucker arriving like an Amazon package. Next day delivery. First class signed for. All of that good business. Sends us through to the next round of the FA Cup. Quarter-finals now, and it's going to be Fulham. Now, Cole Palmer, he was always brought in to be a special talent. But Jesus Christ, this boy can run. The little skinny runs. Getting the first one in this game. Going coast to coast for the second. And just wrapping one with the outside of his foot. Straight into the back of the net. We even got ourselves a red card in this one. I don't even remember where the clip's gone. I literally have got no clue. Maya coming forward again outside of the boot finish. And to be fair, Torreira in an offside position and interfering with the goalkeeper. But Maya going around the houses, dinks the ball into the back stick where Simo treats the two defenders like pissed up geezers trying to get into revs. He walks through like the bouncer. Move aside, boys. Let some totty in. And then just goes and casually chucks a little bicycle at it to round off the win. Stick us into the semi-finals, which of course means we're back at Wembley, baby. We're back here more times than bloody Ed Sheeran. But this time, it is Chelsea, the team that we have to knock out. Proper statement of intent, though, as we come forward in the first couple of minutes here. Andrews dropping it off to Baird, who's just going to crack one from distance. But it just shaves the outside of the post. Wilkinson going to start the move this time. Dinks the ball out to Andrews, who sees the overlap of Baird. He's just going to drive to the edge of the box and dink the ball in. It's Wilkinson to the back stick, and it's another fantastic stop from their goalkeeper. From the corner, another big save. We're piling on the pressure here as Wheeler goes for the header. It falls to the back stick where Donny van der Beek's effort takes a wicked deflection off the centre-back and ends up flying past the goalkeeper. Chelsea coming forward though with a rare attack here. Torreira gets his pockets picked and this Mancilia geezer goes and sticks the ball just over the head of Kepa. But lads, we knew this was going to be our year. We weren't going to lie down and die. And it was this time Simo sliding the ball underneath the goalkeeper. And in the final minutes here, it's a fantastic start from Kepa, which sees us go through all the way to the final. This time there's no exit at the semi-finals, which means we face Everton in the final of the FA Cup. What a chance for us to win the FA Cup and also sneak into the back door of Europe. Now this is the side that we're going to be going with. It's going to be Kepa in goal, Baird, Wheeler, De Jong and Styles at the back, Torreira, Van der Beek and Wilkinson in midfield with Andrews, Palmer and Simo up front. It's the FA Cup. It's the first big game of this episode. And it's live! Come on then, geezers. FA Cup final. First time at a big piece of silverware. I know we got the playoffs down us, but that don't count, does it? The Nuki boys back at Wembo. And it's for that. That cup right there. Come on then, boys. It's absolutely massive, though, isn't it? Look at him. Come in for a season, and he's absolutely bossed that midfield. Allowed De Jong to go and sit in that back line. Do what he needs to do. Very interesting Everton side. They've got Bruno Guimaraes in there. And they've also got Andy Robertson. Like that geezer would ever go and play for Everton. Absolute madness. I don't know who this geezer is. But he's got a TIFO, which makes me think he may be absolutely world-class, unbelievable. Lads, this season we've been absolutely cooking. The sim games have cooked us. But come on! Let's get up for it. Let's get into it, lads. We've got this. And it's a route into Europe, and it. Come on. Here's Wheeler. Come on then, Wheels. Go on, Wheels. You've got wheels. You've bloody got wheels, you have. And he's through. Oh, he's offside. Are you mugging me off? I thought he was clean through. He's going to get the first goal of the fucking final. He's miles. Baird, get it down. And onto your boy. Get it onto him. There we go. Oh, Donny. Donington! Oh! Absolute Donny van der Beek. Almost getting himself on the score sheet there. Come on. Whipping from Wilkinson. Wheeler, get your head on it! Oh, Simo was in there as well, though. Can they break? Can they fuck? Nice. Simo, go around the houses. Go around the houses, Simo. And then pop one. Oh! Against his former, you know. He wants it today. Simo or Wheeler. It's Wheeler. It's 1-0. It's an absolute towering header from the man with wheels. Absolutely incredible. He's touched that off his noggin, off that absolute grey barnet. And it's gone flying into the back of the net for 1-0. Love to see it, boys. He's absolutely dominating. Look at that. Just a little glancer. Keeper. Never been. Kuznecic. Baku into Crackers. Playing the ball around nice though. Have they activated auto goal? I don't know about it, you know. Because Styles is there. Lovely Cole. Lovely Cole. Wait for a bit of support. Over. Baird, get yourself a goal. Ah! I'm dying for that geezer to get himself a goal. Absolute sniffleisation all over that first half. Right, can we get a little break on here? Ah, that was almost an absolute beautiful ball. We're struggling to get out of our half though at the minute, lads. If you're just gonna let them come on to you, it's going to end up like Bukaki. Oh! Angel Gomez almost catching Keps out. Robbo's had a stinker, to be fair. I don't know if it's because of his age. He must be about 54 right there. Find Siblington again. Nope. Holden. Oh, that's a lovely little one too. Oh, and he's dinked us. Oh, shit. Oh, no, this is the worst possible thing. Because they're just coming back into the game. I tell you what, Wheeler got spun. Kepa, you got to be doing better than that, though, son. Stand yourself up. Get a hand on it. Oh, Jacobs is going to go here. He's going to... Nice. Into Sibley. Oh, my God. Mayer, you're clean through. Finish it! Oh, what a save. What a little move. But what a big save at the very end there. Come on. Torreira, why are you taking a corner? Not at all, my son. Wilkinson into Wheeler. Go on. Second of the game, Wheeler. Oh, it's out. It's away. Extra time. Extra tizzle. Come on then. First up, Gonzalez. Come on, Keps. Ah. It's a good penalty. It's a good first penalty. Wheeler first up for us. Roof it. Go on. Good lad, Wheeler. Lovely to see. Aguilar. Oh, Kepa, get him, my son. De Jong, our two centre-backs are our best penalty takers. Absolute scenery. Get in. Right. Lovatek. Oh, he sent him the wrong way. Good penalty. Baird, our right back. Literally our first three penalty takers are all defenders. Roof that. Lovely. Baird, class, mate. Dobbin, you're missing this. I can tell it in you. Oh, shit. I'm going to be like a mug. Come on, Tux. Let's tuck this away. Right in the bottom corner. Not a great pen. Not a great pen. It's off the post. Oh, Baku. Yes! Kepa, get in, my son. Maya to win it then. Just stick it. Actually. Oh, yes! I actually messed that up. I'm not going to lie to you. I went to go down the middle, but at the last minute, shit myself, put it in that corner. It's a good job. FA Cup winners! Get in the boys. Absolute madness scenery. Well done, the lads. We deserved it. We had the better opportunities, I've got to say. What a finish to the game. I'm absolutely knackered. Oh, no! I've just skipped the trophy. Well, I've just had a right old pisser there. Missed the whole trophy presentation, but it doesn't matter, does it? Let's face it, you can see it right there on the screen. FA Cup champions, which means backdoor conservatory jobbing right to Europe. Now, Leicester, last game up of the Premier League season. We need 3 points to make sure that we stay in the division. Keep it in our hands. And the first couple of minutes here, Bairdy goes through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And again, he just lamb-shanks it. But this is the day we've been finally waiting for. He does his little overlapping run around Andrews and just slices it into the back of the net. I love to see it from the boy. Leicester with a fantastic chance towards the end of the game here. But Cole Palmer gives it into Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek, again, he's going to work it out wide to Bairdy, who's just going to drive. He's going to dink it in the middle. And Simo, the destroyer, gets his little toe on it. Gets it into the back of the net, and it means, of course, we do end the season. Again, a 15th place finish. Not great, but it's another decent season. Now, season 9, we really need to strengthen this squad. We've got European games to play. We've got a packed out calendar. So, Ryan Sessegnon coming in as our new starting left back. And also, the little Argentinian Scottish wizard, Alexis McAllister, joins the crew as well. And also, coming from the gods, an angel sent down. It's Angel Gomez alongside Rory Delap's son, Liam Delap, coming into the team. Now, like I said, the fixtures are going to be coming thick and fast this season. But the start of this season sees us playing Man City in the Community Shield. And it's Alexis McAllister to pop up against his old squad and stick us into the lead. But scoring early against Man City sometimes is a blessing in disguise, as you start to sit back and you start to soak up some of this tiki-taka pressure. Philly Foden going through, but this time Kepa able to keep him at bay. A fantastically swung ball in, and it's Ryan Gravenberch to rise highest. He just hangs in the air and he just dinks that ball into the top binzer. But again, few seasons ago, we'd have laid down and died at this point. But Cole Palmer able to drag us up by our shoe straps, swinging a ball the outside of his foot. Just able to tip the ball away, though. And as we come forward in the last couple of minutes here, we dink the ball into Donny van der Beek. And outside of his foot, straight into the top binzer. And we've snatched the win from Pep and his boys. Don't get me wrong, it's not a piece of silverware that everyone wants to win. But we're here for the bloody lot of it. Donny van der Beek, probably not going to see a lot of game time this season. But if that is the only game time he gets, what an impact he's made. What a way to start the season with the boys, and I tell you what, there is many, many more of these to come. Now, speaking of this coming campaign, what are our goals? What are we expecting? Well, to be fair, I'd just like a semi-decent position in the league. Something comfortable, but also remembering that we've got Europa League football to get down us, and realistically, that is our best chance for us to find our way into the Champions League next season. Now, first game in the Premier League here, and of course, it's the man with wheels. It's Big Wheeler, getting himself off to a fantastic start already in this campaign with a goal in the first appearance. But it's this goal from Cole Palmer. That's the pick of the bunch. He drives himself inside and a little outside of the boot finish into the top banjo. The kid's got technique that'd make a ballet dancer blush. But we push that result behind us because this is the big one. This is the one that we want to be winning this season. A fantastic opportunity in a very, very weak group. Young boys being the team that are probably the most difficult to beat. They've got Matoma, they've got McLeod as well, one of our ex-boys. But it's Cole Palmer again, showing his class. And he's just replicated exactly what he did in the last game again. 2-in-2 from the boy. In exactly the same position with exactly the same type of finishing. The boy is a special, special talent. From one Europa League team then to another Europa League team. We're at Anfield against Liverpool. And we've caught Liverpool napping here as Andrews goes creaming through the middle. And he's just going to sweat the ball across to Simo, getting us that goal that we needed in the 85th minute to get us all 3 points. Fantastic start to the season so far. Wheeler again going on one of his crazy runs. And this time, the ball is saved by the goalkeeper, but he bundles it over the line again. And then another one. Another effort at this corner routine. It's still not coming off though, is it, lads? It's just never going to happen for us. Now we bring in Serginho Dest in as our first team right back option. Someone who's going to be able to bomb on ahead of Andrews. I want chalk on his boots. I want galleys on his phone and his name on the score sheet. Back into Premier League action then. We're back at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Just before half-time though here, Spurs able to take the lead from a wicked deflection. Definitely someone who I'm looking at signing in one of these career modes. And maybe in the new FIFA when he's got a new face on him. And definitely when he hasn't got that Jimmy Neutron Barnett going on. As we come forward to try and equalise, it's Alexis McAllister with a fantastic effort, but a big save from their goalkeeper. Wheeler goes for a head out, almost removing the keeper's head top. Gomez then going to line up a power shot, but it's a fantastic save from the keeper again. We seem to be knocking on the door, but no one's at home to answer. But this new Nuki side, we don't lie down and die nowadays. We've got players who can make a difference. We give it to the Destroyer. And you know what happens when he's in front of goal. It's always absolutely bagsman. Now we return to Europa League football knockout stages. Now this one against Rayo Vallecano. You can see that we were 2-0 down on our goal ready. We needed a big response. We needed our key players to be involved in this one. And straight away, Andrews over to Simo. Little peek at Dinklage. We're passing these boys around like a little cabin wench. Like a newly flavoured vape. It's proper puff puff pass situation. But you can see how he caresses it into the back and he treats it like a newborn. And I tell you what, he knows a lot about that. All I'm saying is he gets to Christmas, he ain't got a pot to piss in. Working it well again though, flying forward like the red arrows, and it's the angel. Like heaven sent the geezer is. And then before half time, Sessegnon into Delap. It's 3. It's done. It's dusted. It's finito. It's good night, Irene. And on to the next round where we face the big boys. It's the return of one of our own. James Harkin is back at St James's Park looking to get himself through to the Europa League final. First couple of minutes here, chest touch from Delap. And he's just struck it. So true. Draws us level in this tie nice and early on. Gomez now coming down the wing. Swings the ball into Simo, who's causing problems. And Delap's on the scraps to stick us into the lead. But the Nuki boys smell blood now. And we ain't stopping there. As we get the ball coming forward with Serginho Dest. He's going to give the ball into Simo. And again, it's death. It's taxes. And it's Simo one-on-one. Sticking us 3 goals ahead in this one. And then finally, to wrap it all up, ball into the box. Delap plays a 1-2 with a crossbar. And we've only gone and stuck 4 past Milan. And we've sent Harkin packing back to Milan with a bit of a flea in his ear. Do you really want to be in Milan? You sure you don't want to come back to the North East, my son? But let's forget about the Europa League, because it's FA Cup time again. Are we going to have it 2 years on the bounce, boys? Well, Simo has just produced a beautiful, delicate little Peter Dinklage to stick us into the lead in this one. And that is all she wrote. Back-to-back FA Cup wins for the boys. The trophies, the silverware, they're coming thick and fast at the moment. But we've got the big one at hand, haven't we? It's the Europa League final. Bayer Leverkusen, the opponents. And this is the team that we're going to be rocking. It's proper as you were stuff. It's going to be Kepa in goal. Dest, Wheeler, De Jong and Sessegnon at the back. Andrews, McAllister and Torreira coming into midfield with Gomez on the left-hand side. Simo and Delap up front. The 2 big destroyers. Lads, Europa League final. Champions League football next year. We've gotta play it live! Come on then, boys! Viva la TOON! Stuttgart Stadium. Against Leverkusen as well. They're at home, basically. But that is what we're here for. We're here for the big un. Not the big un, but the big un, you know what I mean? And did you see that? That big un walking past the trophy then, leading his boys out. Leverkusen captain Sandro Tonali. I just feel like pure shit, man. I want him back. Absolutely gutting. They've got Isaac up front as well. He's going to be a problem. But our boys are a problem. We've got Des and Troy up front. Both of them boys can destroy whoever and whatever they like. We've got some creative midfielders in there as well. McAllister, my favourite. We've got some flying wing backs as well, you know what I'm saying? We're ready for this. We're up for it. It was a tidy little draw when I saw it, but then when I saw their team, mate, Tamori at the back. They've got Tonali and Chouameni. They've got Isaac and Nunez up front. Are you mad? It's going to be a right old game that we've got in store for us. But lads, we've got this, you know. We can do this. I'll tell you what, the boy. Lovely ball out to the Angel, though. And he can go, you know. Oh, I'd have gone down. Delap, you're clean. Give it over. Oh, he nodded it down, Andrews. You just didn't get a clean strike enough on it, did ya? Oh, Jesus Christ. Fire one back into him, why don't you? I might have sent him to A&E, because that is a hospital pass. Oh, Wheeler, not today. Not today, you know. Lovely ball. Oh, Wheeler. Go on then. Maybe today. Maybe today, Wheeler. McAllister hit that. Torreira's never going to edit. I'll tell you what, he's beat Torre though. Not Isaac Torre, I mean. Oh, the Angel. Sent from the heavens. Oh, win that. Win that one. Good lad, Cess. Tell you what, secondary balls, we're all over them. Ball in. Oh, the Angel at the back stick. Win that again. Oh, nah. Torreira, you never get in there, was you? Go on, then. You've done him once. You'll do him again. You will do him every single day of the week. And he'll hit one. Oh, the Angels on one tonight. Sent from the heavens. Give him a halo. I can see a halo, halo, halo. Wheeler, get yourself up. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Oh, danger. Danger, danger. Danger, danger. High voltage. Good lad, Kepa. Go on then. We'll have a break on ourselves then. He's done Tonali, I mean. Why do I keep saying Torre? There's not even a Torre playing. Simo. Dinky. Oh, no. Not good enough. That was a bit shit, to be fair. To be fair. Tonali. There's another ball looking for that Cordoba. I don't think Cordoba really gives a shit, to be honest. I don't think he really wants to be here. Simo's gone. Simo. Across the Delap. Oh, jeez. It's too easy, isn't it? It's too easy when these boys get together. They start linking up. They say, whoa, go on, bro. What do you want? Do you want it on an absolute silver platter? Go on then, my son. Delap sticks it away. Horrible little get he is. Just doing bits. Look at it. He's gone shoulder to shoulder with him. He's told him to piss off. And he's give it to Delap. It's 1-0. It's very easy. It's one of the sweatiest goals I've ever scored in my life. But who cares? Champions League football on the line, lads. Come on. Big Sam's up for it. He's up for a pint of wine and a kebab as well. Jesus. Why have you kicked the ball like that? You absolute muppet. Right, Gomez, you come off. Maya, I'm going to stick to Silva up front as well. McAllister, you come off. And let's stick Bairdy on as well. Few changes, last couple mins. I'll say last couple of mins, we've got ages left, but... Go on, Maya. Give it to De Silva. De Silva, you're clean through. Yes! Oh my God! Call Super Sam the Super Submariner. What an absolute banger that is. 2 bloody changes. 1 nicks it off the defender, gives it into De Silva, and he's absolutely smashed it home. I tell you what, this boy, he's coming with a couple of goals, and they've both been absolutely clutch. Fantastic finish. Surely the gods up there are telling me it's our day today. Oh, Sibbers. Tonali plays a beautiful ball. Oh my God. Oh, that is incredible. A little bit of play. It's Isak as well. Tonali's ball, though, I've got to say, absolutely delightful. That ball, incredible. A little 1-2 either side of the pitch. That's a joke. Oh, have we fucked up here? That's a great tackle! No, ref! Time. Look at the time. Look at the time. It's got to be done. It's got to be done, referee. Call it now. Or forever hold your peace. Now it's got to be done. Now it's got to be done! Come on, the TOON! Europa League winners, which means, of course, I never even care about the Europa League. Once it's done, once it's actually won, the game, I care about it, obviously. As soon as it's done, I'm thinking, oh, I'm rubbing my hands together, I'm licking my lips, I'm saying, Champions League football! Get it down, us. Here we go then, boys. Who's going to be lifting? Is it De Jong? De Jong's still on the pitch, isn't he? Let's have our butchers. Where is he? Show me. Show me the absolute Adonis. There he is, the boy. Not the highest rated. But I tell you what, he's put us through. He's put us on his back so many times. And he gets the lift. The Europa League. Next season. The champions! There we go then, boys. Fantastic win against Leverkusen there in a tough Europa League final game. But that, of course, does mean Champions League football next season, baby. Just having a look at the rest of the world of football then. Champions League final, PSG against Man City, absolute oil derby. But we'll be facing one of those in the Super League next season. Little look at the Premier League table. 13th place finish. Better than previous seasons, but definitely want to be going for the title next season, lads. Come on. Top goal scorers for the season then. Can't really see any Newcastle. Andrews, yeah, but not really much. Not really much. And then assists. Yeah, no one. No one at all. So, end of Season 9. Going into Season 10. Big Sam's boys, it's the last season. Can we win it? Oh! Start of season 10 then, we can see one of our old boys going for £38.9 million, but he's not in our plans. He's not someone I'm looking at because we're selling out Albert Jordan and Marvin Bakker. I feel a bit bad, to be fair, but I've got something cooking. I've got something in the pipeline. Don't ask me what it is. It's coming. But first of all, we've got to play the Community Shield again. Of course, we start off, and you see the little thumbs up from Wheeler there, you absolute nerd. But what can we get from this season? What are we going to do? I'm going for the lot. The league, Champions League, the bloody League 2 trophy, if we can get it. I'm going for the lot. And this first game up against Liverpool here was going to show us exactly what we can expect from this season. Fantastic opportunity for Andrews at the back post there, but couldn't sneak it in. This Malinovsky, who is meant to be like Lewandowski's regen, absolutely lamshank wanky danked it. Ball's going to get chucked up to Maya here, who brings the ball down, gives it to Andrews. Andrews starts the attack, giving the ball into Torreira now, who's just going to go around the houses. He's going to have a little pot shot. It's pushed away, but only as far as Andrews. He smashes the ball at the goalkeeper, sticks it in the roof of the net. And that was enough to get us the trophy. Another year, another Community Shield down us, and De Jong lifting it. But it's not just this pre-season tournament that we've got messing with. We've got a little Super Cup down us as well. And it's against the Champions League winners from last season, PSG. Now, first couple of minutes here, Gomez driving down the line here. It's a fantastic little finish past Gianluigi. And honestly, for years, I've been hearing good things about Angel Gomez. Ever since I watched Barfy Boy's Salford rebuild. But oh my God, until I've played with him, I didn't realise how fucking beautiful he was. Alexis McAllister stinging the gloves of Gianluigi. Ball finds its way into Delap, who turns on a sixpence. But again, it's the keeper making a fantastic stop. And in the last couple of minutes here, we win the ball back, give the ball into the destroyer. And it's another top quality save. But PSG today, proper piss poor. Couldn't stick an effort on goal. And that means, again, De Jong has got his hands on 2 trophies before we've even started the season. Newcastle are cooking. And Big Sam's cooking as well. Like I said, I got something in the pot. I've got it stirring. Because James Harkin, the next coming of Alan Shearer, he's back at the Nuki brand, you know what I'm saying? Linking back up with his boys, taking that number 10 shirt. And it only cost us a meek and mild 125 million on the button. But doesn't he just look right back in this formation? And look at them dirty, dirty stats. The man is going to be a problem this season. And speaking of season, we step out for the first game of the season. It's up against the Gunners. And I tell you what an acid test we face here. We're both going to be up there come the end of the season. But which one is going to come out victorious? Now, in this one, we don't get off to the best of starts. Because just after the halftime break, Cody Gakpo goes and does that. Sticks it on Kepa's side. Now, Kepa starting to decrease in rating. So I've got something else cooking up as well, you know. And as the game dragged on, they got a few more chances. Rodrigo gets himself another one. Sinks us against Arsenal on the first game of the season. But that was the catalyst for this one. I had to bring him back. I know I talked about the comments at the start of this episode. Simon Bakker back in the club. And I had to swap him for Simo. But look at the team that we're going to be rocking with. It's looking decent. It's looking tasty. And it's looking like a team that definitely can challenge for everything this season. As we go into our first game of the Champions League. And we've only got them pulled out. The winners of the Champo from last season, PSG. But we played them in the Super Cup. We know what they're about. And first couple of minutes here, Harkin gives the ball into Gomez, who smashes the ball at Gianluigi. Not the most prettiest of finishes. I've seen prettier pensioners, to be honest. But they're all worth the same, so a goal is a goal. But PSG coming forward in this one, trying to fight back. But of course, we've got Big Bakker in goal. And then later on, with a few changes, we pick the ball back up. Give the ball into Palmer, who we miss so desperately towards the end of the season. He goes round the houses, gives it the bloody Shearer again. They love him up here in the northeast. And that gives us the all-important 3 points in our first Champions League game. Into the league then against Leeds United. Ball into Gomez here. Touchdown into Harkin. He just floats one over the goalkeeper, but it just beats the bar as well. But the way this team is set up now, we're able to just relax, take all the pressure, and then break at a second's notice. With Harkin here coming forward, fantastic effort, but it's a big save from their goalkeeper. But look at that again. Wheeler nicking the ball, giving the ball into Bakker, who's just going to send one out to Palmer. He's going to bring it down, drive down the line, and we've got an attack going here. The ball's nicked off Palmer. He gives it back to the goalkeeper, but he's had an absolute Western supermare. Gives the ball to Harkin, and Harkin gets his first goal of this season. And I'm thinking 80th minute winner. What an absolute stunner from Harkin. All we need to do is keep it tighter than the Ducks at the back. And we go and concede in the 85th. It's 2 points dropped. And from our first 2 games, we've only got 1 point. Absolutely shocking. Hopefully that's not going to come back to bite us at the end of this season. Next up was West Ham United. And again, look at us breaking forward, coming forward like the red arrows. Little tiki-taka in here. Delap into Gomez, who gives the ball over to Palmer. And of course, this man is just ready and raring to go this season. He missed out on some of his football last season due to injury, but he's absolutely raring for it this time round. Last game of the group stages then, it's going to be against RB Salzburg, and they sit just above us in the Champions League table, which means that we need a big fat dub in this one. Delap, he's just going to drive forward, driving into the box. He's got all that green grass, that blue sky. But the little Peter Dinklage just doesn't go into the back of the net. Palmer coming forward now then. He's going to play the ball inside to Delap, who's just going to wait. He's going to give it straight back to Cole Palmer, who's driving inside into goal. But it's a big stop from their keeper again. Are we going to get this goal that we so desperately need? Well, it's Serginho Dest giving the ball into Harkin. Lovely little first touch. And you can see Cole Palmer at the back sticker, who he just plays it across on a silver platter for the boy. An absolute noodle head. Gets us the goal that we needed. Gets us the win that we needed. And we progress on in the Champions League. Now, game against Brighton in the league. Andrews with a lovely little spin move. And he's off like a prom dress, bearing down on goal. And again, it's death, it's taxes. It's Andrews one-on-one. The geezer just doesn't miss. Andrews coming forward again, causing them problems. But this time he's going to look into the box, dinks it into Angel Gomez. And the man is sent from the heavens. Give him a halo, call him Beyonce, because that is an absolute beautiful little cushion header. Delap coming forward again, going to dink the ball into Gomez again. Fantastic double from that man. And then to round it all off, give the ball into the 90 rated man. And it's a little Travella straight into the bottom bins here. And you'll see, look at the accuracy on this. He just catches it so beautifully with the outside of his foot. And no keeper in the world is saving that. Big Sam's buzzing on buzzing. And we are absolutely cooking in the league. As we come up against Aston Villa, one of our foes here. And I wanted a big dominant display. Gomez catching that one sweet as a nut. But this goalkeeper, Aston Villa, is absolutely incredible. Harkin, though, bodying people, scoring the goal that we needed. And again, Palmer going coast to coast. This time he's going to try and dink one into the box. It gets half cleared, but it's Gomez again. He throws himself at it, leaping like a salmon. And just like the Villa in this one, I like my salmon smoked. Next game up in the league then is against Liverpool. It's big boy Delap giving it the old spin move again. He's beat the defender and he's beat the goalkeeper. Fantastic start to this game. We play the ball, slip it through to Andrews. And we all know how clinical Andrews is. Fantastic finish. That gives us all 3 points against Liverpool as well. Now, Harkin is under the spotlight. It's not for any scandals. It's because he's back in Milan. You couldn't write it, could ya? We beat them in the Europa League. We nicked their star striker. And then we face them in the Champions League as well. First couple of minutes here, Delap goes through and just dinks the ball off the bar. But we sling the ball up into Delap again. We play it lovely. And Cole Palmer's beating João Mario on the left-hand side here. He drives into the box. And again, death taxis, and Cole Palmer one-on-one. The only three things that are absolutely certain in life. Starting attack from the back then as we give the ball to Wheeler. Wheeler into Andrews, who's just going to do a little bit of twisting and turning, a little bit of jiggery pokery. Gives the ball out to Serginho Dest, who's going to whip one in, just hang it up there for Delap. And it just catches the bar and stays out. They hit the post towards the end of the game here, but it goes through to penalties. First penalty, Baka collects with ease. McAllister misses as well. But as he who shall not be named comes up, we save another one. Wheeler always going to go into the back of the net. Fantastic little effort from João Mario straight down the middle. But De Silva goes and sticks it into the back of the net. Garnacho into the top corner. Sessegnon up next. Again, keeps the keeper rooted. Gravenberch comes up and sticks the ball into the top binzer. But it, of course, falls to De Jong. De Jong into the back of the net with a little chippy choo-choo. And we march on in the Champions League again. So from one Italian team to another Italian team. And call us Wayne Rooney, because we're beating this old lady. Now, going into this game, we were already 1-0 up on Ag, so it gave me the chance just to change the team up a little bit. Give a few of the players who we haven't seen for a couple of seasons a chance to get involved. Wilkinson and Mayer both start today. But tomorrow, the back pages will be owned by Ferrari. The geezer who I've just promoted from the Youth Academy has an absolute stormer in here. You can see the little flick round the defender here. Wheeler gets an effort in on goal, but it just cannons off the post here. But Styles nicking the ball back. Going to be driving forward down the line. Waiting for the overlap of Cole Palmer, and he finds him. And Palmer can see Wilkinson at the back stick. And it's Wilkinson's sword to sign off with an absolute dagger. The man who's been with us for the entirety of this rebuild scores an absolute banger in the Champions League semi-final, which sends us all the way through to the absolute finale. What a boy he is, and god damn, I'm going to miss him. But as we seal our place in the Champions League final, we turn our attention back to Premier League football now. Second versus first. Man United are 5 points ahead of us, but with this game here, if we beat them, we could get us within 2 points. And we couldn't have had a better start to this match. 4 minutes in, Jude Bellingham goes and kicks the shit out of Andrews, and the referee's only gone and sent him off, mate. Speaking of early shower, you've got enough time to run yourself a bath, son. Alexis McAllister has a pot shot from deep, but this Peterson goalkeeper is absolutely incredible. Ball swung in to Wheeler here. It's another fantastic save. But these lads should know at this point, you don't give us 2 bites of the cherry unless it's a bloody Bakewell. We stick ourselves 1-0 up in this game. As Man United overcommit to this attack here, Estupinian, terrible cross into the box, and it gets reworked. Give the ball into Andrews and just watch this build-up play. Just drink it in. Little one-touch football, giving it to and fro. Harkin, overlap to Palmer, and he's just absolutely slapped it into the back of the net. Fantastic finish. Sends us 2-0 up in this game, and we're just absolutely running away with it. And then to wrap it up in a tight, nice, neat little bow, to stick the icing on the cake and pop a cherry on it as well, it's only Angel Gomez, the former Man United man, to steal through on the hour mark and just stick it absolutely postage stamp top binzer, and it gets us within 2 points of this Man United side at the top of the table. Now, with all that being said, let's have a quick look at the Premier League table as it stands then. 2 points between us and Man United. We've got better goal difference, and we've got Leicester next up. So, of course, it's part 1 of a 2-part finale. Leicester first, then we've got the Champions League final next. So this is the team as we go into the last 2 games. It's absolute full strength stuff. Backer in goal, Dest, Wheeler, De Jong and Sessegnon. Andrews, McAllister, Gomez and Palmer in the midfield. It's going to be Harkin and it's going to be Delap up front. Last game of the Premier League season. Can we win it all? And it's live. It is do or die for the Toon. Last game of the season as we go in against Leicester. And we need a win. We need to win this. Man United need to drop points. They're against Brighton. And if they draw or lose, and we can beat these Leicester lot, I tell you what, Premier League Champions. Come on, the TOON. Let's get straight into it. No messing around. I want a big performance from Harkin. I'm feeling a Harkin Hattie. And he's done cess. Wheeler's got that though every single day of the frigging week, more son. Go on then, Andrews. You got the pace on this geezer. Oh, it's their defender. Their centre back, sorry. Harkin. Go on, son. You can find Cole Palmer! Oh! Yes, boys! Oh, I wish it would have been Cole Palmer scoring that one, though. But Andrews, he's on the scraps. The man from the TOON, from the youth academy, sticks it in the back of the net. And the Magpies are going absolutely nutty. And there we go. I can see on the other side. Back out this side. Lovely. Right, let's get it moving. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it grooving. Harkin goes inside. That's lovely from you, son. And he's just going to dink him. He's just going to dink him. What a run from the hometown hero. Harkin comes back into the side. Has he just give us the all-important 3 points that we need to lift this Premier League trophy? Shows him outside, takes it inside, and just gives him the absolute Peter Dinklage. Look at that. Trafford, could you have done better? Absolutely. Were you ever going to? Absolutely not. That is a good ball. De Jong covering though. Look at De Jong. Like I said, he's not the highest rated geezer in the world. But god damn, he puts a shift in. Who can we pick out here? Oh, that is absolutely dog. Dog arse in it. Here we go. Oh, we look gutted. Some of us look happy. What's going on? What's going off here then? Are we having it? Are we having it or not? We don't look too happy. Sammy looks alright. Some of us look gutted though. Oh my god, come on. Get me out of my misery! Are we having it or not? Oh, we don't look too happy, do we? 2-0. And there it is, sports fans. There it is. The confirmation. 2 points in it. And like I said at the start of the season, was it going to be that Gunners game? And was it going to be that Leeds game that come back to bite us? And it did. But our attention turns from the Premier League to the Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund. The team is on the screen as it is. It's totally unchanged from the last one. But look, it's the Champions League final. It's our final rebuild. It's our final game of FIFA 23 before we move to FC 24. And it's the last time I'm going to say this for one more season. And it's live. Oh, here we go then. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been working all the way since we got promoted back to the Premier League. We've been dreaming of the Champions League final. We are finally here. And we are facing Borussia Dortmund. Come on, the boys, up the TOON again. The yellow and black against the white and black. At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Oh, don't get me wrong, nice stadium. And, you know what, a Champions League final is a Champions League final. It doesn't really matter where it is. I would have liked another exotic locale. But at least we're on home soil. We're in the UK. We've probably had to travel further than the Germans, to be honest. Come on, the boys. I'm expecting massive things. Not from you, Cole, but Harkin. Harkin, we brought you in for big money. You haven't exactly lit us up. But let's do it today. Let's show us how bloody good you are. Up the TOON. Let's get straight in. Early doors. Cole loses the ball. Not good. Lovely. Get in there. McAllister. Absolute warrior. Harkin wraps one early. Oh! He's on it today, you know. He wants it. He's up for the occasion. Almost catching Kerbal out early doors. Big one into the box. Comes out. Cole Palmer hit one. Nah. Cess brings it down. Into the Angel. What kind of jiggery pokery have you got for us, son? He does a little rainbow. Over to Delap. Oh. I tell you what, it's party football today. We're going for it. We are going for it. Nice, Cole. Bring it down. Beautiful. Into the Angel. Wrap one. Oh! One's coming. One's coming, I'm telling you. Trouble as well. Tabby. Who the bloody hell is Talibi or whatever his name is? Adeyemi's going to be the problem, innit? Oh, that's nice. He's carried it on. Danger. Danger. No shot. Into Jimenez. I've worked it well. Big stop backer. Beauty. Oh, well done, Cess. Oh, that's danger. What are we doing? We've pressed the self-destruct button. Big stop. Harkin. Lovely touch. Lovely touch. De Jong's carried on his run. Not you, De Jong. Oh, he's offside. That's so unlucky. Great little touch from Harkin, though. He's got the world at his feet, this boy. And go Harks. That's a great... Ref! No! We're literally clean for on goal. You absolute mug. Who's paid him a fiver? Someone on the Dortmund camp has paid him a fiver. Done from the Angel again. Big switch in there. Harkin! Once again. It's that fine margin. Fine margin. It's just not working for us at the minute. Have they just bought Adeyemi off? Oh no, they've bought Szoboszlai on. Brilliant. Great ball. Delap's through. Delap, finish. Finish! Yes! Good lad. Great run. Wonderful little find. And Delap sticks us 1-0 up in the Champions League final. Son of Rory doing what his dad could never. Fantastic finish. Come on. We want another one, though. We defo want another. Balde. Oh, nice. And Adeyemi's got the wrong side of us. But Albi doing what he does. Nice, nice win. Lovely little touch. Oh, so unlucky. Tomori coming forward. Oh, found a little bit of space. Harvey Els. Oh, big stop again. Baka, this is what we needed. Kepa was good. But Baka, different class. Different gravy. Poor, weak. You can win the ball back in midfield. Ah, again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not in the last minute. Not in the last minute! Big stop again, backs! Oh, what have I just done? I've thrown it away. No! Big save again, Baka! And it's over! Getting the boys on the TOON! Oh my god. That last 2 or 3 minutes there. My arse nearly fell out. 1-0, Delap with the winner. Oh my god, this is an absolute mammoth job this has been. What a journey. We started off with a fantastic team. We ground them down. We got rid of all of their players. We built up some absolutely incredible youth players. And now we've brought them full circle. Bakker in the team. Andrews in the team. Mayer on the bench. You got De Jong and you got Wheeler at the back as well. And it will be that man who I've just mentioned, De Jong, to lift the Champions League trophy. Get in there, the boys. God damn. What a win. What a team. I bloody love every single one of yous. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The table as it stands at the end of the season. It's not the result that we wanted. It's not the Premier League, but I tell you what, we got it done in every other competition. Community Shield, you can tick that off. In the Super League, of course, we beat PSG at the start of the season. And then the big in itself. Newcastle United, Champions League winners. Now, a quick look at the end of season stats then. Can we see anyone up there? Palmer's up there with the goals tally, getting himself 13. And all Harkin as well. McAllister, top of the assist table with 10. And Bakker, top of the clean sheets table as well with 17 in 35. Well, geezers, what a journey it's been. FIFA 23, absolutely sayonara. We sign out. And as we say goodbye to one FIFA, we say hello to FC 24. Now, just a little bit of a sneaky peek for anyone who was stuck around this long in this video. My first career mode is going to be a Luton Town rebuild. I'm going to try and get it up for next Saturday, but you know what I mean, we'll see. I don't know how it's going to go. Guys, thank you very much for all of your support this FIFA cycle. Bigger and better things coming in FC 24. If you haven't already, make sure that you've liked this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the FC 24 content. Much love, geezers. I'll see you very soon, and peace.